This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product. The Santa Claus Gnome and Elk Gnome. Take out the practice yarn and the corresponding crochet hook from the kit. Please watch the tutorial videos and practice the basic stitches first. We'll use 2.5mm crochet hook. First, we'll crochet the main body of the Santa Claus Gnome. The main body consists of the head part and the body part. The crochet methods are the same for the main body of the Santa Claus Gnome and the main body of the Elk Gnome, except that they are in different colors. Besides, we need to crochet rounds 27 to 28 with black yarn for the Santa Claus Gnome. The main body. Take out the corresponding yarn. In order to show the stitches more clearly, we'll use other color yarn instead of white yarn for demonstration. Please refer to the stitches, ignoring the yarn's color. Wrap the yarn around your finger. And then bring it up to index finger. The yarn can be pulled freely like this. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Work into match crane. Make loop around your middle finger. And pinch the crossover of the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on middle finger. Yarn under the hook and plap loop. A match crane is formed on the middle finger. Work into match crane. Wrap the yarn around your little finger. Then bring it up to index finger. Make loop around your middle finger. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on your middle finger. Yarn on the hook, pull up a loop. The loop on the middle finger becomes the match crane. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 6 crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. The chain stitch serves as the beginning of each round to raise the height, and the snip stitch serves as the ending to join each round. They are not counted into a number of stitches. Work 1 chain stitch first, yarn over the hook, and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch. First, work a chain stitch. Yarn on the hook, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch. The chain stitch is to raise the height and will not be counted into a number of stitches. Then work 6 crochets. Insert hook into the match crane. Yarn under the hook and plap loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. That's a single crochet. Insert hook into the magic ring. Pull up loop through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn on the hook. Pull through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet is done. Such a V shape is formed on the side. Each V shape stands for 1 stitch. Place a marker in the first stitch through the underneath of both loops of the V shape. We need to mark the first stitch of every round. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then yarn over the hook and put the yarn through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. The third single crochet is done. Continue to work 3 more single crochets in the same way. Six V shapes on the side stand for 6 single crochets. We can count the V shapes to check the number of stitches. 6 single crochets are done. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Finally, work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Remove the marker. Insert the hook into the marked stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the original loop on the hook. Tighten up, that's 1 snip stitch. Snip stitch. Insert hook into the next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. That's a snip stitch. Repeat. Insert hook into next stitch. Hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the stitch and also pull it through the original loop on the hook. Repeat 1 more time. Okay. That's a snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into a number of stitches. Round 1 is done. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 6 increases. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Yarn over the hook and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. The chain stitch is trace the height and will not be counted into a number of stitches. We'll work the first stitch of each round in a stitch where we just worked the slip stitch of the last round. The hook should go through both loops of each V shape. First, work 1 single crochet in the first stitch, where we just worked the slip stitch of the last round. Mark the first single crochet. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. That's 1 increase. Increase. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch, we'll show how to work 1 increase. First, work a single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. One increase is done. Now work the second increase. First, work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. The second increase is done. Work the third increase. First, work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. The third increase is done. Continue to work 3 more increases in the same way. We need to work 2 single crochets in each stitch. Six increases are done. We can see 2 small V shapes here. One is a snip stitch of previous round, and the other one is a chain stitch of this round. Skip these two-way shapes and work one snip stitch in the first stitch. Remove the marker. Insert the hook into the mark stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the original loop on the hook. Tighten up, that's one snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into a number of stitches. Round 2 is done. Pay attention to the yarn's tightness during crocheting. If the yarn is too tight, we can't insert the hook easily. If it's too loose, the fabric will be out of shape.